Welcome to this Rastoke travel guide, where I'll take you through the breathtaking beauty of this hidden gem in Slunj, Croatia. From the mesmerizing Rastoke waterfalls to exciting rafting adventures and scenic hiking trails, this village is the perfect destination for nature lovers and history enthusiasts. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my channel for more travel content, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Walking into Rastoke felt like stepping into a fairy tale, with waterfalls weaving through charming old mills and rustic houses. The soothing sound of rushing water, combined with the rich history of the village's centuries-old milling tradition, made it a place unlike any other I had visited. Every corner offered breathtaking views, and I couldn't help but feel as if nature and history had perfectly merged in this hidden Croatian gem. Traveling to Rastoke from Zagreb was incredibly easy, with a scenic 90-minute drive through Croatia's rolling hills and countryside. I opted for a rental car, which gave me the freedom to stop at picturesque viewpoints along the way, but I noticed plenty of buses making the journey to nearby Slunj as well. As I arrived, the sight of the wooden houses perched above cascading waterfalls assured me that the journey had been worth every mile. Exploring Rastoke was effortless because everything was within a short distance and each path led to another stunning discovery. I wandered through narrow wooden bridges, quiet cobblestone lanes, and scenic riverbanks, all offering spectacular viewpoints of the waterfalls and mills. While there were no taxis or buses inside the village, I never felt the need for them. Every step taken here was an opportunity to soak in the peaceful surroundings. Rastoke is the perfect place to explore on foot, with most of its charming streets and trails designed for pedestrians. I loved strolling along the rustic bridges and wooden walkways, feeling the mist from the waterfalls on my skin as I passed by. Whether you want to capture stunning photos, visit historical sites, or simply enjoy the tranquil ambience, walking through Rastoke is the best way to experience its magic. As soon as I arrived, I was mesmerized by the cascading waterfalls weaving through the village, creating an almost dreamlike atmosphere. Walking along wooden bridges and pathways, I felt like I had stepped into a fairy tale, with every turn revealing another breathtaking view. The centuries-old watermills fascinated me, offering a glimpse into the traditional way of life that still thrives in this peaceful village. I couldn't resist pausing by the riverbanks, where the crystal-clear waters reflected the charming wooden houses perched above. As the sun began to set, the soft golden light turned the entire village into a masterpiece, making it one of the most scenic places I've ever visited. One of the most unforgettable experiences was kayaking through the tranquil waters, where I felt completely immersed in nature as I drifted past lush greenery and gentle cascades. I spent the afternoon hiking along peaceful trails, where the only sounds were the rustling leaves and distant waterfalls. For a cultural touch, I visited a traditional mill, where I learned how grain was once processed using the power of flowing water. Later, I relaxed at a cozy cafe, sipping locally sourced herbal tea while watching the waterfalls dance below me. To top off the day, I joined a small gathering by a crackling fire, sharing travel stories with other visitors under a sky full of stars. I visited Rastoke in early autumn, and the golden leaves contrasting against the waterfalls made it feel like I had stepped into a painting. The air was crisp but not too cold, making it perfect for exploring without the summer crowds. However, I've heard that spring is equally magical when the waterfalls are at their fullest and everything is lush and green. Rastoke was surprisingly affordable compared to other Croatian tourist destinations, but costs can add up depending on where you stay and dine. My cozy guest house with a view of the waterfalls was reasonably priced, and meals at local restaurants were generous and well worth the price. While entrance to the village is free, I found that guided tours and activities like kayaking had moderate costs but were totally worth the experience. The heart of Rastoke is the cluster of historic watermills surrounded by cascading waterfalls and wooden bridges. I spent hours wandering through its narrow pathways, crossing over tiny bridges, and discovering hidden corners with the most stunning views. The central square near the main road had a few restaurants and shops, making it a great spot to relax after a day of exploring. I couldn't leave without trying freshly grilled trout, a local specialty that was caught straight from the nearby rivers. Another favorite was trukli, a traditional Croatian cheese pastry, which I enjoyed with a cup of herbal tea while overlooking the waterfalls. For a heartier meal, I tried venison goulash, a rich and flavorful dish that perfectly matched the rustic charm of Rastoke. I picked up a beautifully handcrafted wooden souvenir mill, a tribute to the village's centuries-old milling tradition. There were also delicious local products like homemade honey, jams, and herbal teas, which made for great gifts to bring home. My favorite find was a bottle of local rakija, a traditional fruit brandy, which was the perfect way to toast my unforgettable trip to Rastoke. I stayed in a charming riverside guest house, where I woke up to the soothing sound of waterfalls right outside my window. Many accommodations in Rastoke are traditional wooden lodges or family-run inns, offering an authentic and cozy experience. For those looking for something more luxurious, there are boutique hotels nearby in Slunj, just a short walk away. Rastoke isn't the place for clubs or late-night parties, but that's exactly what makes its nightlife special. I spent my evenings enjoying a glass of local wine on a terrace overlooking the illuminated waterfalls, with nothing but the sound of nature around me. Some guest houses also offer cozy fireside gatherings, making for a relaxing way to end the day. A day trip is enough to see the highlights, but I recommend staying at least one night to fully soak in the peaceful atmosphere. Spending a full day exploring the waterfalls, historic mills, and nearby trails made my visit feel unhurried and immersive. Waking up to the sound of cascading water in the morning made me grateful that I had decided to extend my stay. Rastoke felt completely safe, even when walking around in the evening, as it's a small and peaceful village. The locals were incredibly welcoming, and I never once felt uneasy while exploring the quiet pathways. Like any trip, basic travel precautions apply, but in my experience, safety was never a concern in Rastoke. Without a doubt, Rastoke is a hidden paradise that feels like something out of a fairy tale. The combination of cascading waterfalls, historic charm, and untouched nature made it one of the most beautiful and serene places I've ever visited. Whether you're looking for a relaxing escape or an off-the-beaten-path adventure, Rastoke is absolutely worth the trip. That's a wrap on this Rastoke travel guide, where we explored the stunning waterfalls, hiking trails, and hidden gems of this magical destination in Croatia. If you enjoyed this journey through Slunj Rastoke, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and make sure to subscribe for more travel adventures. If you have any questions or need more travel tips, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to help.